and welcome to a brand new video. As you guys can tell from the title, this is my makeup collection. This video has been highly requested from one of my subscribers, and actually one of my followers on Instagram as well. She DM'd me and asked me to do this, and I was so happy to do this because I really love giving you guys what you want on my channel, and I love interacting with you guys. So please comment or DM me on Instagram. I love talking to you guys, and let's get started. This is from Ikea. I think when I did my closet tour, I actually saw a similar one, or they didn't have this and they had a different version. I actually like the newer version better because besides this drawer that opens up, which I will show you guys in just a sec, it has more drawers over here. So definitely more storage, and I think it was the same price. So I personally would have loved that one, but I think it came out right after I got this. And this mirror right over here, this is actually from HomeSense. This chair is from HomeSense, and I absolutely love it. I don't think I can link this, but honestly, whatever chair works for you, just try it out because you gotta feel comfortable. I mean, especially if you're filming like me and you do it for like a few hours here and there, you definitely want something more comfortable. And going over here, to start off, these are some of my makeup brushes. I like to separate them from like face, eyes, and whatnot. This right over here is some of my palettes that I have, or some of the bigger stuff I don't really have room for in the drawer. So this is my Scott Barnes Sculpting and Contour palette. This stuff's amazing. I've used it numerous times on my channel. And this is a contour palette and highlight from Stila, a blush palette from Anastasia. This stuff is really cool. Let me show you guys this. Obviously use this, so don't mind it, but this is really cool because it is cream blush or cream lipstick, obviously. So I love stuff like this. I feel like you get a bargain when you buy stuff like this, so I'm a really big fan, and the colors are just so beautiful. I might have to move Mr. Scott Barnes. Oh my gosh, look how used and abused this is. You can tell I love it. Both of these are Anastasia contour kits, powder, cream. This is just a Z palette. I got to put so many different things in here. A lot of Dior. They don't make this anymore. This is the JLo Inglot collaboration, but this stuff's amazing. Truthfully, I do find it comparable to the Scott Barnes. It's just very blendable. So, they don't carry this anymore, but the Scott Barnes ones is a really good like dupe. And I have some Guerlain and Dior blushes, just this brush cleaner from Dior. If you watch my Selena Mac review, or if you've already seen the palette, you know that this comes with the palette. Just kind of put it out there, and I love it. Makes me smile every time I see her. I love her. And going on to here, speaking of Selena Mac, I have one of my favorite red lipsticks. I love red. I think it is so beautiful. I really, really love it, especially this red. I think it's very universal, and I really appreciate that. There's some other MAC lipsticks. I love MAC. And then moving on to some other lipsticks. These I know it's a lot, but I really go through these a lot, and that's why I have them kind of like front and center, and I'm gonna go through them for you guys. Okay, so you guys can see I have them in order by brand. So I have some Kylie Cosmetics over here, some Estee Lauder over here, I have some Scott Barnes over here, I have some Sephora, some Too Faced, Dose of Colors, I have some Estee Lauder. These, if you've ever see these, I've talked about this on my channel, these are just testers that I had when I worked in the beauty industry, and sometimes they don't come with the caps, so they come with these, so I just obviously leave them on so they don't get dirty. KKW. As you guys can tell, I have the Carly El Maquillage collaboration up front and center because they must be one of my favorites. But what I'm so appreciative is Carly Bible is actually trying to bring back this shade. How pretty is that? It's called Libra, and I'm so excited because it's one of my favorites, and I only really like to wear makeup on my channel that you guys can actually get because I feel like it defeats the purpose, and that's just mean. I try not to do that. So the fact that she's trying to bring that back, I really appreciate that because it's a really beautiful yet unique shade, and you think that you might have seen something similar, but when you probably swatch it with something similar, it's not. It's different, and it's just beautiful. And some Wayne Goss here. I love Wayne Goss. His collection, it's beautiful. He's self-funded. I'm so proud of him. He's just amazing and he knows makeup. So I'm so happy to own his stuff because he really is really good at what he does. I have some Tom Ford over here. I have some Marc Jacobs. Going over here to some Dior. So yeah, I love Dior, as you can see. This I know they don't carry anymore. It's the pomade, but this they do, and it's actually, I prefer it more than the pomade. This is a lip maximizer, and they actually have a new collection right now coming out, or it did come out, I apologize. And it's from the same line, but they added some sparkles for the holidays. So as you can tell, I've been using it a lot more lately because that just happens, right? You get, you know, just falling in love again with a makeup product, you just use it more often. So these are actually some of my favorite powders. That's why I have them over here. And what I really love about this one is the color of it. It's like a beautiful banana shade. Oh, it's kind of dirty, but this is really good. I cut up, you can tell I cut that part up because it's, you know, was hard to get to the end, but I love this. It's really good. It really blurs pores, and I just love the way it makes my skin look. And I got one of my best friends into it, and she's like, oh my gosh, it is amazing. And I'm like, yes, girl, I know. Over here, I have some lip liners, and I categorize them by brand. So if you guys don't know, these are so underrated. I mean, they have the most beautiful shades, and they've literally lasted me all day. I've worn them from like 9 o'clock in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night, and they don't budge. I've never had to reapply them. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. It's part of their double wear collection. I have some miscellaneous lip liner just over here, and I have my MAC ones together because I really like their lip liners as well. Here I have some Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel products and brow gel pomade, I think that was called. I gotta use that one more because I heard it's really good. It just needs some practice. This terracotta bronzing spray, oh my gosh. This stuff is so good. Underrated, amazing. For reference, I use the shade 003, L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, Dior Air Flash. This is a really good foundation. I love it. So over here, I have some more stuff. I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This right over here, I got kind of, if you're American, it's like a TJ Maxx. And this is really good, barely any ingredients. I love it, it's huge. It reminds me of the Caudalie face mist. I love it, it's really good. And trust me, it smells just like it. Scott Barnes Body Blink. Really good stuff. I like this stuff for filming. Some Jimmy Choo body lotion, and I use this for my face. I kind of switch on and off, but I do like this. And actually, if I don't, for whatever reason, use that and I use another sunscreen on my face, I like this for my hands because you can't forget about your hands, especially when you drive. So now for the really good stuff. So starting over here, I have concealers, some KKW, Clinique. I like these over here. They're like, I want to call them, they're like boosters because they enhance your concealer and kind of give you an extra brightness look. Some of them are pink, some of them are just a little bit lighter in yellow undertone. So I really like those, some Guerlain. And here, my favorite concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm sure you guys know how wonderful this is. I really love it. I love the consistency. So those are my backups. I think they expire within 6 months, so I just have this one open. I actually have another one in the shade medium in a different bag somewhere, but this is in light medium. This is a good dupe if you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable. The only thing with this is that it dries down really quickly and it's not actually as creamy as the Tarte Shape Tape, but I feel like it's a good dupe because the brush or the dome on it is very similar, and they're very similar in size, except this kind of looks a little bit bigger, but I think if you actually compare the sizes, they're very similar, if not the same. Here I have some foundation, some drugstore L'Oreal, Anastasia. This is really good. I use this also on my channel. If you get a foundation that's a little bit too light, you add a little bit of this. It looks really dark, but it gives you such a beautiful glow, and it just kind of lets you custom make your shade for foundation. My favorite foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is so good. I love it so much. And some of my favorite drugstore is the Matte Poreless Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. If I want very crazy full coverage, which I'm kind of over that, but that's the Huda Beauty. Even with this, I know this is full coverage, but I don't use a lot. I use the smallest amount, and this stuff's really good. Right over here, I have some cream contour or bronzers. My favorite is the KKW. I use the shade Dark. I love it. It's super blendable and it's really nice. I love this too. A little goes a long way, and it's really affordable in my opinion. Just from LA Girl. It's a really beautiful option, and I use the shade Beautiful Bronze. Oldie but goodie. Beautiful bronze. I was gonna say beautiful bronze because of this Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. It's a really nice compact, and it's huge. It's really nice. Here I have just a beauty blender and its pouch, so I can take it for travel. Here I have some, they're just like a jade or is it rose quartz, I can't remember, roller. I always clean it before I use it and after I use it, so I just leave it here. I think it's fine. And this is an Estee Lauder one, but I like the shapes like this because it really is good around the jaw and it really gets in there, and I just love it. Over here is some of my highlighters. So as you can tell, I have it all categorized, so it's very easy for me to figure it all out. And it kind of goes in the sequence of the way I would do my makeup. I just find it super easy. This is one of my favorite highlighter palette. They don't carry this anymore. This is a limited edition, but they have something very similar out, I'm sure, because they always kind of do, right? Moving on over here, these are also some of my favorites, so I just leave these right out here instead of having to dig there, even though it's not much of a difference. So this right here is the Fenty Beauty Mean Money Hustler Baby. So yeah, it's been used and abused, but you know, it's just so good. We're looking for a really good drugstore highlighter. This stuff's really good. I absolutely love it. This right here is in the shade Molten Gold. It is so beautiful, very pigmented, and in my opinion, super affordable, but it's amazing and I highly recommend checking it out. So one of my favorite blushes is this beautiful Chanel one. This is in 89 Canal. Look how pretty this is. How gorgeous. Love it. It's like this beautiful bronzy glow. Very nice. Before I move on to other things, I still want to talk about these two blushes because I absolutely love them. This is NARS Outlaw. Okay, so I will link right on top right now my summer makeup look where I use this. It will give you like a burnt summer look, and it is just so nice. I love it. I feel like so underrated. And of course, NARS Orgasm. Beautiful classic shade. It's just very nice, and it's definitely one of my favorite blushes. Moving on over here, these are just some Christian Dior testers that I got. This is a nice powder. I kind of clean up under my eyes, around my nose contour, really nice. This is just a beautiful lip shade. It's like a topper, and I have a Clinique Universal. It's almost like a blotting paper powder, really cool. Here I have just some of my serums, scissors. I always clean my hands, or sanitize, eye cream, blotting paper on the go, some, again, skincare. I love this primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, love that. So kind of like my skincare area, just, you know, after I do my normal skincare, these are kind of like my bases for my makeup. Here I have some of my powders. These are more like my pressed, except for this is the loose one from Dior Skin, very nice. This is really cool because I got this when I hit my 5 years with Estee Lauder. I can't remember the designer, but it's just a transparent powder and it's so heavy, and it's just a beautiful sentimental gift that I will cherish forever. I really love this. Here I have some MAC eyeshadow. This is Let's Roll, very pretty. Some brow pomade, very a good dupe to Anastasia pomade, and I think it's half the price and around the same amount of product, so it's a good one. But for powder, I always stick with Anastasia. I use ebony and granite. I can't use granite all the time. I use ebony. I touch up a lot with granite, just where I have some very sparse area that this didn't really grab good. This is really good for it, just a little bit darker. I have this Estee Lauder shadow. There it is, chained. I think they have something similar, but their stuff's really, really good, and I just love their shadow and their makeup in general. Here I have some miscellaneous stuff. Again, some shadow, some Huda Beauty lash glue, and it's latex free, so I really like that. And here I have just some random lipstick from NARS. I didn't have room up there. And what else? Just some like really random stuff. Oh, some mascara, and I have some eyeliners. They're all the way in the back. And then here, I never used to be into lashes, but I love them. And don't mind this right here. It gets dirty so easily, but this is nice. I love this idea. You put your lashes here to dry, and instead of just holding it. I know some people might think this is useless. I actually got it when it was on sale. I think it was like $1 or $2. So I thought it was cute. So I just always leave that there. Some lashes. And more lashes. So I just have to show you guys this. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but I just grabbed this random bag that I got from Scott Barnes, or this pouch, I would say, actually. I put all of my samples in here, and I go through them once in a while whenever I want to try something new. I mean, there's so many wonderful products, brands out there. So I love getting samples because I really get to try them, give them a wear test. And fun fact, if you guys don't know, I actually did a video of doing my full face using only Sephora samples. I will also link this right above right now. But I have so many different stuff in here, and I just like to keep them organized and not just thrown in a drawer. I'm all about organization. It just makes me feel good, as you guys can tell from my collection, you know, how everything is kind of put in order, and I try my best. It just makes it easier for me, but it's aesthetically pleasing as well. This was my makeup collection. Honestly, I'm so happy that I did this. Again, this was highly requested, and I love doing videos that you guys really want to see. It makes me happy, first of all, you guys want to see my videos, but it's nice, I'm sure, to see kind of what happens, you know, behind the scenes and some of my makeup favorites actually. And I was so happy to do this for you guys. So I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.